Alright, what's going on, guys? Before we begin, I just wanted to mention a few things. First, for those waiting for the next builds, I plan on doing a water SR keto like mini guide and a Quincy build, and maybe a guide on that as well. It all just depends. The builds have gotten me top 10 during the season, so stay tuned and make sure you subscribe and enjoy this filler video. Also, I'm hosting multiple Essence giveaways in my Discord. Link is in the description. Make sure to watch the whole video. I'll try to make this one short for you guys. So getting straight to the point, I actually don't use type-soul keybinds just because I personally think there's not enough keys to use all your moves. Most of your easy to reach keys like T and G, V are being taken up by things like Bankai, Shikai skills, and just, like carry mechanics, grip mechanics. So by all means, if you like using type-soul keybinds, just incorporate some my keybinds into it, or just the concept. But that's all you. To get past not having enough keys, I use AutoHotkey to sort of overlap moves, which I'll be showing in a second. For those who want AutoHotkeys and my keybinds, they're in my Discord. At the end of the video, I'll briefly go over how to use AutoHotkeys, although there's probably other YouTube videos for that, but I'll just show it real quick. Alright, so now I'll be showing you how to overlap your, how to have multiple skills binded on the same key and be able to use them whenever you want to. So the thing about AutoHotkeys is that when you hold, okay, so let me just turn it on real quick. So you see how alright, you see how my keybind, so V is binded to 8, right? So I'm gonna use that real quick. Okay, wait, that's not a good example. Okay, let me use T for example, T, right? T is my 10 rand, right? It's binded to 9. Okay, so you might be saying, how the hell do you use your Bankai skills then, right? So when I go into Bankai, alright, so let's just say I have Bankai now, right? And I want to use 10 rand. So I can use 10 rand, but then if I hold, okay, so then if I hold shift, right, it will register as a lowercase or capital T, so and then it will use my Bankai move instead. So I can basically control, what move I want to use. For example, let's just say I used Ryoko, right? You don't have to use Ryoko, right? So let's see, and then I use Ryoko, but let's say I want to use my G, which is this skill right here, my Bankai skill. I can just hold shift, which is I'm already holding shift, right? And then, this is something you have to get used to. And look, so yeah, let's say I don't want to use 10 rend, but I want to use my Aratame, my Bankai skill, right? I'm holding shift right now, but then I want to use 10 rend now. It's all in the same key. I don't it's more convenient than binding your key to U, Y, and Y is used for Quincy skills too. So you don't want to use that. Yeah, it's really easy. And if you want to for example, you might be asking, how do I pick someone up then? You just hold shift and press V. Cause how AutoHotkeys works is that look, it will register as so let's say see how I'm pressing V right now and it's 8. If I hold shift, it'll register as a regular V instead of 8. So and it will go to my Bankai skill. That's how it works. If that makes sense. I hope this makes sense. Maybe I'm explaining it poorly. I don't know. See, look, if let's say I'm not holding shift, then I use G. It'll register to 0, right? 0, which is my Ryoko. But if I hold shift, it's my G, and then I can use that. All binded on the same thing. You can see, nope, I'm not lying to you guys. I have no reason to lie. This is what my shit's binded to. So yeah, that's just how I have. It's just so much more easier because you barely use Bankai and you play ranked a lot, right? You don't want to keep switching keybinds. You just want to have you don't really have to worry about anything. You can just play regularly. Although you might always want to this. It might be different. It might be different for people who don't use shift to run. But I use alt for shift lock, and I use shift to run. So I can just it's really that easy. But if you don't want to do that, all that, just you can change this. But my other keybinds are tab, caps lock. Okay, so once you have AutoHotkeys downloaded, here's what you can do. So I'm pretty sure you just right click, you press new, and you go to AutoHotkey script. Right, you make one. You go open with Notepad. You delete all this shit and literally just copy and paste this in, and then you save, and then you double click it or just open it, and it should be right here. Well, I'm using my own right now, but let's say look, I'll close that for you guys, and like that's it. That's all you need to do. It's really not hard. I'm reaching these keys with ease, man. They're all on keys that are close to my hands, and it's just I don't have to stretch like H to use a move, man. I don't know how you guys be doing that. But if you have mouse spines, it's obviously a different story. But some people don't have those, so that's really about it.
あいうえお菓子したかきくけこんなにもさしすせソフトクリーム小僧